The status of trusted advisor cannot be claimed, it must be earned. That's not easy. Kati Hempenstall joins us in just a moment to talk about how you earn that position, how you build relationships that create loyalty, and how easily that trust can be broken. In any sales business, but especially in real estate where you're working with both the buyer and the seller, you have to walk a very fine line. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to honesty and transparency. Sometimes it will result in a short-term loss, but as we'll hear in just a moment, it'll bring about a long-term return. Kati joins us in just a moment.
To be a trusted advisor within your marketplace, it takes time. Trust is something that is earned. It's not just handed to you on a silver platter. And I think that's where some of the younger agents or agents just coming into the industry, they struggle with a little bit. So I find that the best way is to start building those relationships straight away. I think you need to immerse yourself within your marketplace, in that community. And I think the trust is a two-way street. I think if people see that you're human, that you give back, I find that that's really important to be a part of that community, support the local schools, sponsor events, give back time and give advice freely without expect anything in return. I think that's an important part of building trust within your marketplace. To build those relationships before a property is even listed, so having that rapport kind of in the marketplace before you're even out there, I think it's really important to educate your marketplace about who you are, about your proven track record, about your results. And I think that your marketplace really needs to have a consistent message of success so that when it's time for them to go onto the market, you're at least on their shopping list, so they know who you are. They know that you've got a measure of success already within their area. And I think that that's an important way to at least get to meet them, and that's when you can start building that rapport with them from the get-go. The mindset of the seller is something that you really need to establish very early on in the process, and I really think that that comes from a number of different things. One is definitely that level of trust. You have to build that very quickly with the owner, and from there having that open, honest communication with them, clearly outline the process absolutely from the get-go. I feel it's not worth wasting anybody's time giving them unrealistic expectations. It certainly doesn't serve them, it doesn't serve you, and it can just have a negative impact on that level of trust. So having those discussions around the process is vital to getting it through to a successful outcome at the end. So explaining to them what we're going to be doing, what may happen. The buyer may come very early in the process, it may take a little bit longer to find that buyer, and setting those clear guidelines of the price range that it may be in, because there's a number of different price expectations, whether you're the buyer, the seller or the bank, so I find that it's best to get everything out on the table very early on before you're even listing the property, and that way you can create that foundation of trust with the seller from the get-go. I know a lot of agents give gifts for their clients once the property has sold and settled, but I think that relationship needs to be cemented much earlier than that. And I work very closely with my clients, so we really create a bond during the entire process. So by the time we are unconditional and we're putting up that sold sticker, they are my raving fans, And on settlement, they're referring me to their friends, their family, and that's that continued line of business that I just build that rapport with them from the get-go.